Big Snoop Dogg. It's in the game.
Yeah. Hey, yeah. Okay. 30,000 in the pocket, no change. Okay. I might pass the ball, but this is no game. Okay. All my girls, they love and hate me the same. Okay. So when I die, I ain't gonna be from old age. Somebody gonna want revenge. Somebody might want it now.
All right, Coach, from one of the loudest venues in Kansas City. The scene a few moments ago, here it is. It's unlike any other in sport as both teams made their way out of the tunnel. These folks are fired up as their guys are ready to do battle between the New York Giants and the Kansas City Chiefs. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback.
Here we go, tonight, 180. Set. Turbo, set.
Now a handoff here to his running back. It'll go as a loss of a yard on the game's first play. Second down. Okay, there's a tone setter. First play from scrimmage. Stuff him in the backfield.
You know what they were doing last night in the hotel room? Visualizing exactly that. That's what they were thinking about. Making that play, having leverage, lower than the offensive lineman, getting into the offensive backfield, knocking someone down. Just what you said, setting the tone early for this game.
Jeez, you are fired up.
When I see a play like that, I can't help it.
After the loss to start out, here's 2nd and 11.
What's that? Turbo, set.
Goff now to throw. Looking left side, it's complete. He's got it. That one good for the completion percentage, but no gain. It'll be 3rd down. Now the old pass completion for no gain, not something you want to call up out of the playbook too often.
Yeah, most offensive coordinators don't have that on their play sheet, so they've got to go back and scramble after this one. But right now, with what they're telling receivers about making sure you take care of the ball in open field, sometimes the fighting for extra yardage doesn't come as a result. That and good tackling can lead to no yards gained.
76. Go, go.
What we got? Hey, check Mike.
Mike
6.
From the gun on 3rd down. Gone. And he will not be able to hang on through the contact. It's incomplete. The coverage strong, and now it's 4th down. So the defense able to get off the field here on 3rd down.
And it's one of the goals of the game. They've got to be effective on passing downs. It's one of the few things defenses chart. How did we do on 3rd down? That's a nice start for them in this one.
Let's go, baby. On the return, the Giants take over 1st and 10.
On the ready.
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38.
Watch twins. Watch twins.
Steve Griffin.
First carry for Darius Geis. And that one goes for about 6 as he's taken down just shy of the 45. This running game so important for them, and they know that. It helped lead him to a victory last week when he was over 100 yards.
Let's face it, it's their identity, and that's what they want to play to. They want to be that team that runs the ball.
And a big loss here as he's taken down. Matt Milano in there to get him, and on the season now, that is 9 sacks for him. Partner, we had their game last week where they had 6 sacks, so a little bit more momentum here again in the first quarter.
And last week it appeared that they were coming out of sprinters blocks, chasing the quarterback. So how do they continue that? How do they keep making it happen? Different looks, different disguises, different angles that they chase it.
They were so disruptive last week. We'll see what the trend is here as we go forward. A gain of 32 that time.
That's a real nice job right there, working the middle of the field, working against those safeties. And you know, partner, if you get your hips turned the wrong way, big plays can result.
And a big play resulted right there. Now a toss left side into the hands of his tight end. Give him 18 there, and the Giants have a 1st down.
When this offense can get their tight ends involved, they can move the football. Here, a nice route, able to look it in, and picks up the 1st down.
Set. 70, Indy.
On first down, this is Geis. And he'll take this down for about 4 yards, down to the 15.
Well, if you're a football guy, that's a pretty run because everyone is in sync right there. Obviously, the guy carrying the ball, but how about the people up front? Leverage, athleticism, they created some nice space for him.
The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6.
Right. He's tight right here. He's tight right here.
On the handoff, it's Geis. And he couldn't quite get there. Tackled down at the 1. Give him 14 on that one and a first down. Relatively small sample size, but that's his longest run of the first quarter. Bounced it out to the outside to make it successful.
And to get there, you actually need some help. It's not just your pure speed getting to the corner, making sure that the blocking is taken care of inside so the pursuit doesn't get you. And oftentimes, those wide receivers, tight ends that might be flexed out, they've got to control the edge and make sure no one from the outside can spill the play before he gets there.
Geis alone in the backfield here, 2nd and goal. And he is in. Touchdown, New York. Will Fuller, his 6th touchdown of the season. And they are able to strike first here on their opening drive. Extra point right down the middle. And that makes the score 7-0. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line.
25-yard line.
Here we go.
The KC offense out of the huddle, ready for their next drive. And on the first drive, 3 and out. And I know that these are professional athletes, but I would imagine sometimes you get the nerves at the beginning of a game still, don't you?
Those don't ever go away. And typically what I've heard from guys and what I remember from playing, if you don't have nerves at the start of a game, it's not going to be a great day for you. You're not really ready to play. So finding a way to harness those nerves and not let them affect you in a negative way, that's what all the guys are looking for.
So one play, and they're already just shy of midfield.
Move. You got 3 down.
He's got the first down and more inside the 40. And all the way in for a Kansas City touchdown. A big play there. His 17th touchdown now on the season as his guys are on the board in this first quarter. Extra point up and through by Myers. And we are tied at 7. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. This will be taken in at the 1. And he'll take this across the 25, couple extra yards up to the 27-yard line. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. And they will simply, Charles, be looking to duplicate what they did last drive when they were able to push it in for 6.
And they hope it'll be that easy, right? To be able to take exactly what happened before, replicate it. They may have to make a few additional changes along the way because I'm sure the defense will make some adjustments, but they've got to have great confidence having scored the last time out.
60 outlaw, recon, 132 fighter. Yep. Motion.
Geis with the carry on 2nd down. And to the 42-yard line here and brought down there. A gain of 5, good enough for the first down. Getting the sense, Charles, are going to put big emphasis this afternoon on the run game.
And why not? What we're seeing well from them. And here's the best part. We always talk about the best performers do their job when the lights come on. I think he likes natural light best.
Now a fake on the give here as they try the run-pass option. Odell Beckham Jr. And he will take it on in for a giant touchdown. Odell Beckham hitting double digits with his 10th touchdown of the season. And the Giants have taken the lead. extra point splits the uprights, and that makes the score 14-7.
14-7.
Kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. This will be fielded on the back line of the end zone.
The Chiefs take over.
That's it, baby. We're going to work.
At their own 25-yard line.
The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. And they'll just simply be looking to build off the confidence of the last time out where they scored a touchdown.
And confidence is powerful, isn't it? When you've scored once, you feel like you can go back out there and get it done again. Doesn't matter what the defense throws at them. They feel like they're in a groove right now, and they want to get out there and show it.
Yeah, hoping to stay in that groove here this go-around. That'll be marked as a 27-yard pickup.
Chiefs. First down. First and 10 at the 48-yard line.
Cut. Like 20. Just get off the field. Here we go. Here we go. Here we go. Shell. 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 Hey, 5. Hey, Echo. Is that? Hey,
out of the gun. Gone. He's going to go for a big play downfield. And this throw will be intercepted. Picked off by Ronald Darby. And a good return here as he takes it up past the 30-yard line. He had a little bit of the turnover bug last week. 3 interceptions. Not an absolute disaster, but another one here. Do you start to get a little worried?
You worry about your team as a whole because you have to find a way to make those interceptions, quote-unquote, go away. And that means your defense. They've got to go out there on sudden change and at least hold people to field goals. And if that keeps happening, they lose confidence in the quarterback, and then no one plays well.
Looking for more there on first down, but this throw downfield, incomplete.
But one thing's for sure, when you got a big receiver and you trust him downfield, you're going to give him opportunities to go up and get that 50-50 ball.
And he is a darn good big receiver. Unfortunately, that time didn't work out. Nice job defensively. Line of scrimmage, the 31 as they line up, 2nd and 10. They'll go option on 2nd down, right side. Only a yard there on the keeper, and that's going to leave him with a 3rd down.
Drop something else, baby. By D Ford. It's a gain of a yard, and it's 3rd down.
And this should be the final play before the quarter ends. Through one quarter, 14-7, our score.
Giants 14, Chiefs 7.
And it looks like we've got a dime set here defensively. 6 DBs in the game. From the gun, Herbert. He finds Beckham complete. That's one heck of a 3rd down conversion, a pickup of 39.
I know we love our jobs, and pretty much any play we see, we're pretty, excited about. But big plays, let's face it, that's what we absolutely live for. How about that one?
That was great, and what our camera missed was the fist pump from the sideline after that catch. They're fired. That's a big game. Looking to throw. Herbert. He gets it in the hands of Geis. Chewing up big yardage. Another nice gain there. This one goes for 20.
We always talk about having to read defenses and how complicated that is. Well, this was an excellent read. Read the pressure, and got rid of the football before it even got to him for a nice gain.
And when they're blitzing like that, running back usually a good spot to go with the football?
Without a doubt, because he's right in your sight line or he's near you. So you're able to just get it to him easily. And once he gets in space, that's usually a good matchup for him.
And now a throw on first down there, but it's incomplete.
Once you get into the red zone and the safeties have less ground to cover, you'd better be quick with your delivery. Not much space to get a ball in there.
Yeah, when that field shrinks with those safeties, it's almost like there's a couple extra defenders out there, right?
It certainly is. They end up taking up extra space just because there's not enough space for receivers to run through.
And he will take it on in for a giant touchdown. Odell Beckham with touchdown number 2 in the game and now 11 on the year. And the Giants are able to add on to their lead. Point after, right down the middle. And it's now 21-7. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. This is taken at his 4. They'll bring it back to just about the 25. Call it the 24-yard line. KC offense out of the huddle, ready for their next drive.
Hey, high 7.
Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. He's got his man in the crossing route. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. A very solid gain of 27.
First and 10 at the 49-yard line.
So the drive takes him into Giants territory now. First and 10 at the 49-yard line.
Check, 45. Listen.
A shotgun snap for Gone. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up second down.
Brandon, it looked like he had his hands on it for a moment, but let's face it, that was going to be a tough catch all the way because of the presence of the defense right there as he was trying to haul it in.
Yeah, nice job to force the incompletion. So after the incompletion on first, now second and 10.
Box drop.
45, Mike, 45. Watch the slant. Hey, check Mike, 45.
Here's Gone.
Watch the slant.
Dancing to his left. And he slides to avoid the hit. He'll wind up with...
Now, how about that play? He took a possible negative and turned it into positive yardage and slid down to avoid taking a big shot. Excellent job getting down and avoiding the big hit.
And they'll need the 39 here for a first. This is third down.
4 down. Mike 4.
Hey, Alpha.
Watch the twist. Mike.
And that will be incomplete. It was Minkah Fitzpatrick that time to break that one up.
Certainly looked like they were getting ready to convert there on third down, but what an effort to get his hand on that one, knock it away, and brings up a fourth down decision.
So it looks like the offense isn't going anywhere.
Ready?
They're going to go for it on 4th and 7.
3 down. Hey.
Super 66. Hey, Charlie.
Mike 6.
They go ahead and snap it. Gone. And this time he's got the hook up. It's complete. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. It'll go as a gain of 10 and a Kansas City first down.
First and 10 at the 36-yard line.
So from the 36 now, first and 10.
Let's go. Let's bring it. Mike 4.
Back to throw. Gone. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's second down. Some of the fans here don't seem too happy about what we've seen in this first half.
No, not at all, and I understand why. They've looked lethargic, out of sync, and it shows on the scoreboard.
They'll try again from the 36 on 2nd and 10.
Watch tight. Tight end's right. Watch tight. Tight end's right.
Tiger, Tiger.
Check, check. Mike 4, Mike 4. Let's go, D. Tighten up. Let's go.
They're off throwing again. That is caught at the 7. And they do get him down, but not before he's able to slip it inside the 5-yard line. Give him 32 on the play.
Value 3, value 3.
Fresno, Fresno, Fresno.
To the air again. Gone. Toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
Well, nearly another interception there. That would have been 2 drives in a row with a pick. He's got to start taking care of the ball way better than what we're seeing.
Interestingly, that throw was probably worse than the one he threw the interception on last drive, but fell incomplete.
Go, 12,
line of scrimmage, again the 4-yard line. 2nd and goal. Again, gone. And he's got it. Touchdown, Chiefs. From 4 yards out, as his guys are back within a single score. On those slants, everything happens so quickly. What makes it work?
The timing between the passer and the receiver. In this case, a slant route. Ordinarily, it's probably about 3 steps before you go on the slant. In this amount of time, I think it was a 2-step deal. Boom, put his foot in the ground and got inside for the pass.
Got inside for the pass, got inside for the catch and the score. And that'll carry over the back line to the end zone for a touchback.
Let's go.
Got it.
The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. And the ledger for them so far looks pretty good, doesn't it?
It certainly does. Touchdown, touchdown, touchdown. Not sure it can be much better than that. They've got to feel very good about the groove that they're in at this stage of the game.
And all the way in. Touchdown, New York. Darius Geis, touchdown number 15 of the year. And the Giants strike quickly here for 6 points. Extra point right down the middle. And the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful.
Chiefs 14.
Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. This one fielded at the 5. And a pretty good return here. He'll be stopped just shy of the 25 at the 24-yard line.
They're on 24-yard line.
The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. And Charles, the way touchdowns have come so fast and furious for both sides in this thing, it's starting to feel a little bit more like maybe a tennis match in a football game.
Yeah, I like your description there. Maybe we're sitting in a nice royal box watching this type of a game. But let's face it, right now, the way it's going back and forth, it's going to come down to who can get a stop.
A good pickup there, 26 yards.
1st and 10 at the 50-yard line.
20.
Let's get sack lunch.
Tight end right. Tight end right. Hey, hey, hey. We got 3. We got 3. 3 down. 3 down.
And to give this time to the tailback. And he fumbled it. It's on the ground. And the Giants have it. It's picked up. Then he'll get it all the way down inside the 35-yard line.
The psychology of the game never ceases to amaze me because you would think there would never be a fumble from what we hear from coaches all the time, right?
And how much they practice not fumbling.
Practice it, preach it, talk about it all the time. You would think no one would ever turn it over.
60 Pittsburgh.
Yet they are humans out there running around, and we just saw another one.
Opportunistic by the defense. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down.
And maybe that can give him a little bit of a pick-me-up, a little bit of a jolt. One of the few things has gone right defensively.
Because other than that, it's really been a first half to forget. That huge loss on the sack makes this job much more difficult. It's now 2nd down and 22 yards to go. Back to throw. Herbert off to Geis on the screen. And they'll wind up getting this to the 37. Gain of 9. The Chiefs will use the first of their timeouts. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this 2nd quarter. And the Chiefs showing a dime look as they defend this 3rd down. Operating from the gun. Herbert. It's caught by OBJ. They stop him for only 3 that time, and that'll bring up 4th down.
One of the money routes for any offense, the drag route. So tough to defend because the receiver can stop at any point and make himself available to the quarterback and get a completion. But I love the communication we saw there. All the defenders pointing out the receiver, where he was going, and then they're able to rally to the ball after the catch and stop him short of a 1st down.
A reminder, once we hit halftime, as we do all season, we'll send it down to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. He'll have all the stats and scores from games in progress around the NFL.
The best multitasker in the business, the coach.
These kickers now, it used to be that a 50-plus yarder was cause for celebration, now seemingly automatic.
Yeah, isn't it funny when we prepare for a game, when you look at the backgrounds of these kickers, it's interesting, isn't it, to find out they were all-state quarterbacks, receivers, defensive backs, all-state wrestlers, right? Baseball players. We're finding athletes all along, and now they're just specialists putting it through the posts.
The KC offense out of the huddle, ready for their next drive. And last time the turnover on the fumble, and they were in enemy territory, so that had to be very frustrating. Down on the scoreboard here, can't do it again.
You nailed every part of what was frustrating. Down on the scoreboard, had a drive going, had pushed it past the 50-yard line so they felt like they were in striking distance, and to come away with nothing, not a good feeling at all, to put it mildly. Now they can't afford to do that again.
Yeah, now can they get that bad taste out of their mouth here? The throw over the middle, taken in. And they work this well upfield across the 45. 25 yards there on the catch and run.
Some think the teams really won't throw a slant route unless you have a receiver that has a lot of stature to him. But sometimes the little guys, they get lost in there. People can't really locate them. And they run that quick cut on the slant, and oftentimes they can turn it into big plays.
We got 4. Mike, 4.
Don't let him breathe. Don't let him breathe.
On 1st and 10, Wall. He's going to fire one deep. It's caught inside the 25. And he will take it on in for a Chiefs touchdown. A big play there. His 6th touchdown of the season. And the Chiefs are able to cut into this lead.
Well, that touchdown certainly helps, but they've got to go ahead and convert, get to the half, and figure out how to keep chopping down this lead in the 2nd, don't they?
Yeah, they still need to regroup, and they still need to end the 2nd quarter strong. A little bit of time left.
Jason Myers set to kick off.
And after the touchdown, here's Myers to boot it away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. You've got under a minute to go here until halftime. You've got a good-sized lead. No need to do anything crazy.
No, there really is no need to do anything crazy. The smart play,
the Red Sea parts, and there he goes. Touchdown, Giants. Darius Geis with his 2nd touchdown here in this first half. And the Giants are able to add on to their lead. Not a whole lot to recap on that drive. Just one play, 75 yards to the house.
Yeah, it's a long way to go. And remember, rarely is it a straight line 75 yards, too. Got to have a little extra in there. So whatever the final number is, a well-deserved seat on the bench, a little oxygen if he wants it as well.
And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line.
Let's go.
At their own 29-yard line.
The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. Well, look at the clock here. You're inside of a minute. First half hasn't gone that well for you. How are you going to play this drive?
Well, I've been told by my coaches previously that the intelligent approach, go ahead and run out the clock and start over. Don't make any more mistakes. But there's also something to understanding that you got this last drive here. You get the ball.
And that's caught inside the 30. And he takes this into the end zone for a Chiefs touchdown. A big play there with his second touchdown of the game, number 7 on the year. And the Chiefs strike quickly here for 6 points. Now Myers for the extra point. And the lead is trimmed down to 10.
Makes the score Giants 38, Chiefs 48.
And after the touchdown, here's Myers to boot it away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback.
25-yard line.
The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. You've got less than 30 seconds left here in the half. You're well on your own side of the field. What are we doing here, Coach Davis?
Well, I'm trying something on first down, and it's something that's safe. It's something that's been done many times before. A lot of people say it's not even worth trying, but I'm running a draw. I'm running a screen. I'm seeing if something pops. And if it does, that can alter my strategy and potentially give me some points. And if it doesn't work, well, then you just run the clock down and go to the locker room.
That one complete. He finds Sharp. Now the Giants will use the second of their 3 timeouts as they'll stop the clock with 12 seconds to go in this first half. Had the completed pass, but for no gain, stopped right at the line, so it's 2nd and 10. 2nd and 10. He's letting this one go for Fuller. And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete. Will Fuller was the intended target, and it's 3rd down.
It's 3rd down and 10.
An incomplete pass on 2nd down. It muddles things a little bit here. This is 3rd and 10. From the gun, Herbert. He finds his target, Fuller. And with just 1 second remaining in the first half, they'll call the timeout. Try to get one more in here before the quarter breaks.
Hey, I'm coming after you. I'm coming after you.
Check. 6-6. Bullet high. Let's go.
Out of the gun, Geis. And brought down, but able to get it to their 30-yard line. So we've reached halftime in a wild first half. We'll take a minute to catch our breath as we'll head down to Orlando. That's where we find our man Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach, second half ready to get rolling. The Giants with a lead, and they are set to receive this kick. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. We have seen a lot of points here in this quarter. For us up here in the booth, it's been fun to watch. The defensive coordinators probably scratching their heads.
Yeah, they're going a little bit crazy right now, but let's face it, all of our friends who play fantasy, they're enjoying the heck out of this show because most of them are creating and getting a bunch of points.
Now, points certainly not at a premium here. So 2nd and inches after that first down completion went just shy of the marker. And a diving grab. I think he got that. Yes. It's a gain of 11 and a Giant first down.
Well, partner, when you ask anyone other than your QB to throw the ball, you must have a lot of confidence or you think you're really going to fake them out, and it looks like they did exactly that.
Yeah, going deep in the playbook and a great grab on the other end. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down. Looking to throw. Herbert. And behind his running back, Geis. And he'll get it into enemy territory just across midfield at the 49.
And we see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. They become just as critical to the passing attack as a lot of receivers, tight ends, because their ability to make people miss in the open field can really generate big plays for an offense.
They'll go option to the short side. He'll get 2 on the keeper, but it becomes now a 3rd down.
That's all about doing the dirty work right there defensively. 2nd and short yardage, that's all about plugging those gaps, not giving a running back a crease to run through, and has a nice job to hold him just a couple and force a 3rd down.
Tight end to the left, tight end left. 3 down. Shift.
61, Matchbox Lights. Bravo.
Check Mike, 9.
On 3rd and 2. Herbert. Well, the 2 men come together, and it's incomplete. Excellent work defensively, brings up 4th down.
Didn't have a receiver open downfield, and as it turned out, couldn't even find his outlet man because of the coverage. It was way too tight, unable to find anyone open.
The offense staying out. They're going to go on 4th and 2.
Hey, team 6. 22 jet bomber, 22 jet bomber.
On 4th down, Herbert. The open man is Shark. It's complete. 13 yards, good for a Giant first down.
Every play is supposed to get a player's best effort, but on 4th down, that really increases the stakes, doesn't it? What about that cat? Just saw a great effort there. They want to make sure it pays off.
This quarterback now, 5 straight completions here in this second half. First and 10. And they'll get this one down to about the 20-yard line.
Here we go.
13 yards, good for a Giant first down.
Looks to me like maybe there's a little attrition setting in with this drive, because when you see that type of a run, I get the feeling the defense gets a little bit tired.
And that's the last thing they need, especially when they look up at the scoreboard.
Hey, exit. Shoot.
From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. This is caught. And he can't quite get there. Tackled down at the 1. Another big gainer that time. This one goes for 19 yards.
I think a lot of people ask the same question all the time. Why do we see so many slants in the red zone? Well, the windows are tighter. Everything's more condensed. It has to be quicker, and you've got to deliver the ball on time. Your biggest worry? Ball gets tipped in the air. Because if that happens, then it's fair game for the defense.
Here we go.
Now a fake on the give here as they try the run-pass option. And he will take it on in for a Giant touchdown. Jonnu Smith with touchdown number 7 on the year. And the Giants are able to add on to their lead. Extra point splits the uprights. And the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. This is taken at his 4. And not a bad return. Here he gets it out to the 25-yard line.
Let's go, boy. Bring it up.
At their own 25-yard line.
Who goes to the
KC offense out of the huddle, ready for their next drive. And their halftime hole now even deeper, and they need a big drive here just to answer the first touchdown the second half scored against them.
They were down at the half. Now, as you mentioned, they're down a little bit bigger, but no time for discouragement. Just got to get back to it, right? Put your shoulder against the boulder and start pushing and try and get back to where you were to start the half.
2nd and 6, just inside the 30.
Hey, we got tight left.
Even. 4 down. Even.
Mike 4.
Goff now looks to throw. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Minka Fitzpatrick, and he's just across midfield and down at the 49-yard line. Well, both defenses have had their struggles, but they've been good enough to get them this lead, and another nice play there to help preserve the lead.
It's been a game of punch-counter-punch, hasn't it? All throughout. But this time, the big swing was taken, and it didn't land. Nice play by them on defense.
They run on first down as they get about 3. 2nd and 7 forthcoming. Give them 3 on first down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7.
Brings up 2nd and 7.
Here we go. Set. 60 Pittsburgh.
You ain't doing nothing today.
Let's go.
Looking to throw on 2nd down. Herbert. He's going to look for Beckham in the end zone. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there, trying to take a shot, but it's 3rd down. Fair to say the secondary play, whichever side you're on, hasn't really been a glowing exhibition so far, but a nice job there to prevent a long completion.
I agree with you, but at some point, someone had to make a play and try and stop this exhibition of almost speed racing that we've been watching, huh?
Yeah, it has been quarterback and receiver dominated. He can run for it, and he lost the football, and it's picked up by the Chiefs. Does the big boy have the juice? Always fun to watch a big boy pick it up and go. He may need a little oxygen on it. He may need a lot of oxygen on the sideline.
Not only that, how about you and me trying to balance ourselves up here because you can feel the shaking all the way up to the booth. That big guy trying to get it to the house.
We're good.
Hey, let's get
Following the fumble recovery, gone. That is caught at the 7-yard line. And here he'll get it down to the 7. The completion good for 3, and it's 2nd down.
2nd and 7 at the Giants' 7-yard line.
That first down completion only netted him 3. 2nd and 7.
Get that ball.
Now gone. And that one got tipped, kind of threw everything off. It brings up 3rd.
Well, we're not playing 3 yards in a cloud of dust football anymore. I got to get why those old school coaches sometimes didn't want to throw the football. Because if it's popped up in the air, it almost turns into slow motion. And both sides trying to get to the football, and you're holding your breath wondering whether it's going to go good or bad for your team.
Meanwhile, on 3rd down, they take a shot at the end zone, but it's incomplete.
It is tough to complete passes against zone defenses. The windows that you see open, they shrink pretty rapidly. How about being able to hit a moving target against a zone before the next guy can get there and make a play on the ball?
Not easy for any quarterback, no matter the situation, and there the defense won the battle. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. And now you've got the clock winding down here in the 3rd quarter. You're 3 scores to the good. What's your approach on this drive?
Too early to fully commit to playing the clock game. Yet at the same time, you're also not going pell-mell like you would in 2-minute offense. This is what NFL offenses call 4-minute football. Take the clock out of the game a little bit, wind it down. But at the same time, keep advancing the ball down the field.
23 yards the pickup there.
You ready?
Good, strong, explosive run that started inside, which means you've got to control those defensive linemen, the defensive tackles, the nose guards. Those guys have to be controlled. How about the offensive line, the job they just did?
Yeah, key that A-gap usually on those runs, right?
That's where it all starts because everyone wants to kind of control that area. It disrupts things from the defensive side and the offensive side. As we just saw, it opens up possibilities.
At the 48-yard line.
Able to get 7 on that first down pass play. 2nd and 3.
Oh, yeah, I'm coming. Oh, yeah, I'm coming. Hey, switch gears, switch gears.
They'll run with Geis. And he'll be brought down, it looks like right at the 40. That one a first down pickup of 8.
8-yard pickup. First down,
That's it, baby.
New York.
We're going to work.
That's the end of the third quarter with the score Giants 45, Chiefs 28.
Ready. 60 outlaw.
They're right.
Hey, Haywood. Right up.
Off play action. Herbert. Flushed out right. Incomplete. The incompletion there stops the clock. Any surprise they're throwing here late?
Ordinarily, yes, because you would think enough is enough. They've got plenty of lead, but I've seen this a bunch of times as well. The defense is going to crowd the line of scrimmage. If you just hand it off inside, you're getting your running back popped a lot as well. Sometimes the defense dictates it. If they're going to crowd it, you may have no other choice but to throw it downfield.
Now this one to his running back out of the backfield. And he's going to get this one down to the edge of the red zone. And he'll be brought down with a first down as the tackle's made at the Chiefs' 20-yard line.
First down, Giants.
Now a fake on the give here as they try the run-pass option. Jonnu Smith, the tight end, is intended receiver. That'll bring up second down. They're still throwing the football here. Obviously, the incompletion stops the clock. That's a bad thing.
Feels to me like they're just keeping them honest on defense because you know they're going to stack the line of scrimmage and try and stop any type of a running play. Short little passes may work in exchange of running plays. Keep the clock moving, keep them moving.
I guess you're right. If they can get some first downs, just as good as running the football. A minimal gain there on the 8th play of the drive. The Giants on third down. They've hit it 50%, 3 of 6 to this point. This is 3rd and 9. Back to throw. Herbert back in the end zone. Could he get his feet down? No, it's incomplete.
Finally, a good play there defensively on the deep ball. The secondary has had its struggles this entire game. Offensively, they've had their way with it.
The kick by Joseph is good. And that will extend their lead even further. So it's 3 more points, and that widens this thing out even further here in the 4th.
And you know in this league, you can never have enough points, but this widens it out, as you said. And now it's all about ball control, isn't it?
And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback.
25-yard line.
The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. And they have to feel like they missed on an opportunity for points last time when they couldn't connect on that short field goal try.
And no doubt about it, because they were counting on those points. In today's NFL, let's face it, that's really a chip shot, right?
That's anything inside 40.
Yeah, they're counting on that going through the post. But we've seen it happen to teams before. Some of the best kickers in the world can miss kicks like that. Can they come back now and redeem themselves?
So the big play gets them across midfield now for 1st and 10. Call. They'll try and set up the screen. It's complete. That really sets them back. A loss of 6. Got to give some credit there defensively. They snuffed out that screen early on first down.
Really read it well, didn't they? Because they didn't bring the pressure that they expected. They covered all the passing lanes. So once you see it break down as the passer, I think in this situation, you were throwing it at the feet of your...
And now off to the races, down the right side. And he will take it on in for a Chiefs touchdown. A big play there. 50 yards, and the Chiefs are able to draw a bit closer. Myers connects on the PAT, and that cuts this lead down to 13. And after the touchdown, here's Myers to boot it away. This fielded at the 2. And he'll get it up to about the 26-yard line, just across the 25.
First and 10 at their own 26-yard line.
The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. Now, there are 2 scores on the plus side. Still time here in this 4th quarter, but maybe you start thinking about playing keep away?
Yeah, I think here's the situation. You're not thinking touchdowns anymore. You're just thinking first downs. To keep up with your theme there, playing keep away, first downs, they can't touch the ball.
Throwing to start the drive, but that one incomplete. The intended receiver there was Jonnu Smith, but it'll be second down.
On the ready.
Once again, they'll come up on the 26-yard line, 2nd and 10.
218, chopper. Snap.
Shotgun handoff now to Geis. And he'll be tackled at about the 35.
That's it. That's what you want. Straight ahead, positive gain. Just keep that clock ticking.
Brings up 3rd down.
The Giants on 3rd down. 3 for 7 so far in this game. They need just a yard here. It's 3rd and 1. They'll try and get it with Geis. He's got the first down and more past midfield. And down to the 7-yard line. And he'll get this all the way down to the Chiefs' 7-yard line.
He's still rumbling, isn't he? Still looking fresh in this one despite the heavy workload. But you and I both know, well-conditioned, and he did tell us that he thrives on being at his peak late in ball games.
A good chance now to put this game on ice. This is 1st and goal. Now a fake on the give here as they try to run pass option. And he's brought down right at the 5-yard line. Give him 2 on the play. He'll get only 2 there, and it's 2nd and goal. And the ball smack dab on the 5-yard line. Here's 2nd and goal.
Watch the slant. 49. Check 49.
Protein spill. Ready.
2nd and 5. And that is caught. He's got it for a Giant touchdown. Will Fuller with his 2nd touchdown of the game, number 7 on the year. And the Giants are able to add on to their lead.
Pilot, 64, weak.
He finds his target, Beckham. And he is not going to get in there. He stops short of the goal line, and the lead is going to stay right where it is. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. KC offense out of the huddle, ready for their next drive. And that recipe on their last drive that resulted in a touchdown looked pretty good, so they'll be hoping to do that once more.
And it takes me back to when we sat with the offensive coordinator and the head coach. They felt pretty good about their game plan and thought there were some holes in the defense, and they exploited them the last time out. Let's see if they can come back and put together a similar drive.
And we'll see if they can do just that. Now they try the right side here. Able to shake free for about 7 up to the 35.
That was a good run, probably right on the edge of breaking into something really big. So the defensive guys right now are talking about, okay, what can we do to slow him down before he truly gets started?
Orange. Hey, check Mike 6.
Off play action. Here's gone. And that is incomplete. Another incomplete pass there. What do you take from this game offensively?
Well, you know it's tough to really analyze for them because it is a team game, right? And let's be honest, though. The defense did them no favors in this one at all. Offense actually moved the ball. So, bottom line, film session, defense is going to be a real tough one for them. Offense, they'll get a little bit of praise.
Strong right. Everyone, you got 4 down. Mike, 4. I got it.
Hey, Delta.
Mike 4. Watch the run. Good shot, baby.
On 4th down, gone. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Myles Garrett, and the Giants are going to take over in great field position.
60 Pittsburgh.
Let's go, D.
And for one of the few times here today, this run's not going to go anywhere. No gain on the play as we have reached the 2-minute warning. 2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. To throw on 2nd down, Herbert. Trying to get it to Beckham, and it's intercepted. Picked up by James Bradbury. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. He's had a fantastic rookie season, made a lot of lovely throws, but that wasn't one of them.
Well, we got to give him one, don't we? I mean, with the year he's having, a lot easier for he and his teammates to accept that throw because for the most part, what they've seen, It's been pretty sensational.
Off on first down. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And able to get a little more breathing room out to the 5-yard line. 5 yards on the catch there, brings up second down. 2nd and 5 after the 5-yard completion on first down.
Val, you won. Merlin.
Hey, high 7.
Mike, 4.
Hey, defense, let's go.
SOS. 4 down.
Here's Jones. And they'll get him down right at around the 11-yard line. 6 yards to pick up, and that's a first down.
And there we saw one of the downsides of blitzing during a rundown, because sometimes you get out of your gaps. You don't fit the run quite as well because you're headed towards the ball carrier with abandon.
Mike, 4. Push him back.
Hey, lift.
On first down, it's gone. And he's got his man on the out route. And out of bounds across the 15-yard line. 7 yards, the pickup on the pitch and catch.
An ex-teammate used to tell me all the time, I hate experienced quarterbacks because no matter what, you really can't hide what you're doing. And I think that right there, he knew right away where the blitz was coming from, where his primary guy was going to be, and he ended up going to a secondary target for a nice game.
I was just going to ask you, that wasn't the primary target, and he's so good at that, isn't he?
I think he knew right away that he wasn't going to get to his primary guy. I think he read that as soon as he got to the line of scrimmage, knew where the pressure was going to come from, and said, I know how to beat that, and that's what he did.
A couple of first downs as the football positioned at the 43 as they come up 1st and 10.
I can't believe they let you play.
Hey, Alpha.
They didn't let you play.
A shotgun snap for Goff. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's 2nd down. At this point, down big, you'd have to imagine this defense are just going to sit back, blanket the field as best they can.
Yeah, this is actually the easy part of the game for them because, just as you noted, they can sit back, keep everything in front of them. But they've blanketed the field the entire game using a variety of coverages.
Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And he's going to be intercepted a 3rd time. Picked by Deontay Thompson. So now he's equaled his interception total from a week ago. Remember, Charles, he had 3 last week.
And you know, all week long he vowed to take that number down. Told the guys on the team, don't worry, things are going to pick up. I've got this. But he is in a major league rut right now. Let's see if his teammates can pick him up along the way.
You're right. He talked about being cool, calm, collective, rebounding. Not rebounding right here.
Got it.
The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. They have the dream scenario you hope for coming into the game. Just one kneel here, and this game should be over.
And it's always the final play of preparation each week. The practicing of the kneel-down formation, the victory formation. We've got a game in hand, and that's all they're going to want to do now. They'll put someone back deep just in case something goes haywire. But all in all, take the snap, kneel down, and shake hands. Yes, get out of there.
So 2nd and 8 here after the pass play for 2 yards on first down. That one looks like he'll throw here. And that one got tipped, kind of threw everything off. It brings up 3rd.
Intended for DJ Chark. Incomplete. It's 3rd down. And 8.
Facing the prospect of a punt from their own end zone, they need some cushion. Let's see what they can do on 3rd down. Looking to throw. Herbert. And that is incomplete. 7 seconds remaining.
Here comes the ball. I see you, boy. I see you.
It's 4th down.
Come on,
And with
set.
things looking pretty good on the scoreboard, they're going to keep the offense out there and go for it here on 4th. Back to throw. Herbert, it's caught. Beckham. The Giants go on 4th, but come up empty. And now possession will go over inside the 15-yard line.
Set. 180. Super one.
Hey, here we go. Watch the pass. Watch the pass.
Hey, Charlie.
Now problems right out of the gate. We're going to get a delay.
Let's go, let's go.
And the offensive penalty has us back where we started as they come up on a 1st and 10. One last throw here for goal. And that will be incomplete. They were going for a consolation TD, but it was not to be. And time has run out now on this game. A big offensive explosion helped leading them to victory. And the defensive guys, they're just saying, hey, put those points up every week. We'll just keep winning.
They will gratefully accept them, won't they? It makes their job that much easier when they're scoring that many points. Allows them to play with a totally different style and a different flow.
So for the Giants, the win pushes their record now to 11-2 on the year. And they will head back home next week. Meanwhile, for Kansas City, it's going to all but eliminate them from the playoff picture as they fall to 5-8. And they'll try to get back on track next week as they head to Dallas to take on the Cowboys. So for Charles Davis and our entire crew,